My name is Kgalaleo. I am a fifth-year medical student at Wits, and I came in for the MiraDry treatment. I came in because I've got hyperhidrosis. I'm trying to reduce the amount of sweating in my armpits. MiraDry is a treatment for hyperhidrosis. This is a condition where you just sweat. No matter the condition, hot or cold, you're always going to sweat. So it uses microwaves to eradicate the apocrine glands in the armpits.
Why do you want to do this?
Because I sweat a lot and it's annoying.
Okay, fine. And do you choose your color of the clothes based on the idea that you're going to sweat?
Yes. So I came in prior to today to have a consultation with the doctor where he explained the procedure to me, and then I booked an appointment for a later time. And then I came in today and I saw the doctor again. We took consent.
The change is permanent.
Yeah.
How much change you get depends, it's kind of genetics.
Okay.
We're going to get ready then, we can change you into something more progress.
Sure. No problem.
I foresee that we're probably going to use the largest tool, but we're only going to go to the 140 on her because she is so tiny. Okay, just a stencil.
MiraDry is a microwave thermal energy treatment to reduce excessive sweating. It also treats underarm odor, and as an added bonus, you get a bit of hair loss as well. So extra bonus on that one.
Are you nervous?
For the numbing, yes.
The treatment is quite long. It takes about an hour and a half. It is an invasive treatment, which is why it's kind of fallen into my lap to perform it as a medical professional. It requires significant injectable numbing by the doctor. So he numbs underneath the arms with a concoction that we mix according to the weight of the patient. That numbing mixture creates a layer between the skin and the underlying vasculature and neurological structures so that the microwaves only target the sweat glands and nothing else.
Okay, so that's what you feel for this whole thing. I mean, obviously the equivalent on the other side.
Okay.
But we'll do everything else through that nervous skin. You know, here and there feel a little bit. The worst is over. Are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Okay, then the worst is truly over.
I think Dr. Reza is a very wonderful doctor. He's very funny and he will make you feel comfortable. I heard about the treatment through research because hyperhidrosis is a very frustrating condition, so you do a lot of research on how you can handle it. I contacted a place called the Sweat Clinic because they advertised MiraDry and then they directed me here, and that's how I heard about Dr. Reza. Prior to this, I didn't know about this clinic though.
If your hands go numb, that's normal as well.
Yeah.
It's just that your nerves pass through here. You should know that by now. And now, what number are you filling?
This is number 4.
In one session, we are essentially reducing 80% of the activity of the sweat glands underneath the armpit. The patients do have purging episode after the treatment. So it happens 2 to 4 weeks later where the patients will then expel excess sweat. The odor may kind of start up again, but essentially all it is a purging of what was left over after the treatment. And then if we do have to do a repeat, it will only be 6 months after the original treatment. The treatment itself, once you have been numbed, is quite relaxing. As a therapist, you have to really concentrate just to follow the grid accurately so that you're covering the entire surface area. The patients are numb for about 3 to 4 hours after the treatment, and the area itself can be quite sensitive. So we advise them not to use any deodorant for about 3 days after the treatment itself. and then not to activate the sweat glands for a week or two. So no exercise, no hot baths, no sauna, no hot yoga for at least a week after the treatment. There are 1 or 2 adverse side effects that can crop up. Hyperpigmentation underneath the armpit from the heat, but that can be treated with certain chemical peels that we have here at the practice. The patients can have a little bit of sensitivity, which they just take some mild paracetamol for. And there can also be a little bit of banding, which is a little bit of like restriction in the connective tissue from the actual microwaves, which we then treat with physio.
This little white piece is going to make contact with your skin. It's going to be a little bit of suction, so you're ready for a little bit of pressure. You shouldn't feel any heat. If you do feel something that you don't like, tell me immediately, don't pull away, and then I'll switch to the cold mode, and then we'll call Dr. Reza to maybe adjust the numbing if we need it. Okay.
Unfortunately, this treatment has only been FDA approved for under the arms, but we're hoping in the future that it will be authorized for other problem areas. I mean, we have a lot of patients that have excessive sweating on the hands or the feet or on the chest area or on the back. We've had a lot of success with the MiraDry for underarms, so I'm hoping that they are working on something in the background for the future.
My experience here was wonderful. All the doctors, all the people that I was talking to were wonderful. They made me feel comfortable, they explained everything to me and very supportive. I may not need to get a second round of treatment. It depends on my level of satisfaction. So if I'm happy with the reduction, then I don't need a second one. But if I do want a second one, I can come in. Yeah.
I'm super excited about the yoga session today. I actually spoke to Rox about it last week. I'm like, I should really get into yoga. And then she mentioned this and I was like, obviously I'm in.
I feel like there's a level of working on like constantly on 100 when you're here, especially with the amounts of clients that we see on a day-to-day basis, which can lead up to having a lot of bit of tension in. So it's always good to have like a little bit of a release, whether it's outside, whether it's swimming. We always look forward to moments where we can just like distress a little bit.
So the nice thing about having a little movement during work is that it just reminds your body that it can move in different ways. Because most of your day is spent just running backwards and forwards, so everything is like in this forward pattern. So some of the things we're going to do with you today may look like yoga, may look like Pilates, may feel a bit like rehab. It's not a strictly yoga class, but I do a lot of yoga myself, so I integrate it into the things that I do with my patients so that you get the benefits. Remember why we're doing all of this, and I want you to close your eyes, sit in a comfortable seat. Make sure you can feel both your bum bones on the mat. That's good. You're going to put your hands on your knees or on your feet. Just rest your body, close your eyes. And I want you to focus on that point between the two eyes. So right in the middle of the forehead, eyes closed, Dr. Reza.
The yoga is one of the things that we sometimes do with our staff so that we can create some team morale and bring them together. I like to do these team building exercises. You know, I wish you could do it more often. Roxanne is actually an instructor. She knows how to do this. She's been doing physio rehab with the yoga as well. And so it's quite nice to have her expertise, because when she sees somebody moving in a certain way, she's able to tell that that person needs to be stretching more in this direction, for example. And so we're happy to have her teaching us.
Take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to slide your hands forward all the way down to the floor and just feel the stretch. Tell me where you're feeling it. In the hammies, maybe in one hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My back.
All right. We're not actually moving in the way our bodies are designed to move. And we need to get on the mat, on the floor, and be instructed to do things that we ordinarily wouldn't be doing. And that's what I love about being on the mat, doing the yoga with the girls. It brings them back to like themselves for a minute in the day. But what's so interesting is that a lot of them are 20 years younger than me. and they've forgotten how their hips are supposed to open, or how their shoulders are supposed to rotate, or how flat their back is supposed to be on that mat. A lot of the time when we're doing those exercises, you know, I kind of listen for the feedback, and as they move their legs across, they're like, ooh, you know, oh, that's amazing. I can't believe I can do that. Or I can't believe that I forgot that I could do that, which is actually, you know, the purpose.
Guys, we're going to do some like rocking and rolling, right? So where you are, you're holding onto the back of your knees and you're just rocking and rolling your bodies up and down, massaging your spine against the mat. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. And
No, I'm stressed. I'm just breaking the door.
that's okay.
That's how I can do it.
This you can do. Oh, yeah.
How I feel about Roxanne as a yoga instructor? Ideal, perfect, cannot flaw with anything, but it was also great to see her in a more different light. And when I say different light, I say more relaxed. I always say Roxanne is a super mom, right? If she's not in here, she's with her boys, and it's like a constant, where's Roxanne, where's Roxanne? And to be able to see her in a different state of mind, I think that energy brought all the calmness also to us, where we were able to be like, it's yoga time, so I enjoyed every moment of it.
She's very caring and supportive. So I mean, you know, when life happens, she's really there for you as well. So it's very nice. Like, it's a very nice environment to work in.
She's like my second mother, really close. She helps me with anything and everything. Personal, business. Yeah, but I'm also a bit scared of her. Wouldn't go, touch and go.
Most people don't know that I was at university with Dr. Reza. We were in the same year at university. That's how we actually met. And so when he bought this house, he, at the time, a patient of mine, a physio patient, and he said to me, why don't you move your practice to the house? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm happy where I am. And then in 2018, my lease came up and I thought, okay, well, maybe this is an opportunity. So I moved the physio practice here. And slowly but surely, over the time that I've been here, he's kind of absorbed me into his medical aesthetics world. It's exciting, you know, whereas in my physiotherapy practice, things are pretty standard and stable. So it kind of ticks that box for me. Yeah. Exhale, fold. And have you seen why I come out at 9 o'clock and I'm tired? Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fold.
Well, I'd like to take them flying. I'd like to do some shooting. Maybe we can go for some paintball, exercises, you know, anything that we can do to just be doing things together as a team.
I think if I never moved my practice here, to be honest with you, I never saw COVID coming. No one did. I actually think my physio practice would have suffered. Whereas being here over that time, I had him putting in all these crazy security measures for the patients that made them feel comfortable. So it actually helped our practice to remain stable over that time. I think in my life may be very calm if I didn't work here, and probably a bit boring too.
Come here. Listen, so I don't know if you've noticed, but Anel seems a bit off. Like, go perk yourself here. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Why don't you just grab her aside since you guys are close and ask her what's up?
Anel, what has been going on with you? Like, your whole
What do you mean?
I don't know, like your whole attitude, demeanor, it's just completely off.
Really?
What do you mean, really?
That horrible note that you wrote of me
What
in the suggestion box,
What horrible note? What suggestion box?
the one about my cooking.
I know it was you.